So what you would do is you'd come here to your CCS tab, session reports, and you'll see a whole list of warnings. Now, depending on what day you jump in and you see these warnings, will depend on how worried you should be about the number. Okay, just a quick note before we even get to the warnings. You can still submit or auto submit sessions with warnings. It's not a problem. It just depends on that type of warning, what type of submission will happen. Okay, so it will tell you the date. Now, because we don't use this center, it's fine that we have so many warnings. But in a normal center like you guys that are actually working day to day, today's Thursday. If I have warnings from Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday, you might want to go in and fix those. Okay, so you can come in here any day of the week and check your warnings periodically. It's not a problem. You can actually just come here and see. So, for example, I can see that Austin Little on Monday wasn't signed out. So you can quickly just come here, click the edit button, and just fill in that information from here, or you can do it from your attendances screen. Okay. Once again, we're going to show you the nitty gritty of how, but most of you should already know how to edit that sort of stuff. Okay. Keeping in mind, they don't have a sign out time. What that means, and for some centers it doesn't matter, but for those using sessions it does. If they don't have a sign out time and they get submitted, they will be automatically defaulted to the center sign out time. And the center sign out time is under the center information. Okay. So whatever information's there, that's the time that the default will be. So if you don't like that, change it. The sign in, sign out. So if the child has not been signed in and signed out, they won't be submitted. It's as simple as that. If they were, because they're either absent and you can edit them and mark them as absent from here, or we forgot to sign them in and sign them out, so we can give them a sign in and sign out time. Okay, it's as simple as that. You just go through your list, you see different things. Sometimes you might have sessions with $0 fees and whatnot, and that's fine. And like I said before, some of these warnings you might be well aware of, and they're fine to stay there. It's not a problem. The system just wants to let you know, hey guys, focus on these. I just want to bring this to your attention. Okay. But assuming we're happy with all our warnings, we've fixed all our attendances, everything's good, we're ready to submit. How do you do it? Very simple. You just come back here. So we're on CCS session reports. So the way session reports is broken down is the top part, you view your session reports, okay? And this will only show you completed session reports that have actually gone through. It will not show you non-completed ones, right? And at the bottom, you have the actual submission part. So that's how it would be broken down. When we're submitting, we focus on this bottom half. We choose the date. By default, it's this current week we're in. So we're in the week 11, so I'll leave it. If it's the first time you're submitting your children, you just click all children and you submit those. And then because it's our first time, we're not 14 days late, we just hit this green button and we just hit the green submission button and then that's it. They will all get submitted. Hopefully all, in this case, 5 children have been submitted successfully and there's no issues. If there are issues, I will show you where we can find them out as well. Now, if you're coming back and you're actually updating a session, so you've actually previously done this step, but you've realized that something's gone wrong, you forgot to give the child a session of care time, they were actually absent, but we didn't mark them properly, whatever it may be. Some children didn't get submitted, whatever it may be, right? Let's go first with withdrawing sessions. If we want to withdraw a session, so we've actually submitted a child for the date period of the week of the 11th, but they didn't attend that week. They actually, the week of the 4th was their last week, but information has gone through. We need to withdraw that information. And how we do it is we find the submitted session up here, so we choose the relevant date range, find that child, hit get session report, and what will happen is on the far right-hand side, a big red button that says withdraw will appear, and you click that withdraw button, and it will basically withdraw that session. And what will happen is the information will still be there. Normally, the information will be with a white background, but in this case, it will have a big red background, and the status would have been changed to withdrawn. Okay. And if you want to see that change, maybe just hit the get session report one more time, and you'll see that change immediately have taken effect. So that's how you withdraw. If you want to submit a child which hasn't been submitted, so have like a red X next to them on the weekly attendance fee, which I will show you in a second, you basically will come in here, you'll go, just follow the steps again. Do the date, hit the child's name, and hit submit. Just a quick note, if you want to select multiple children, just hold Command or Control, and you can select multiple, or hold Shift, and you can select the whole range. Okay, same sort of fundamentals for this type of selection method throughout OWNA. You might have this on posts and whatnot. Just remember that. Hold Control, select multiple that aren't in line with each other. Hold Shift, and you can select the whole range. So you click one, hold Shift, select the whole range. Okay. So you click all the children that haven't been submitted, and then if they've got red X's, which means they haven't actually been submitted for that particular week yet, you click the green Submit button. Okay. If they have gone through, so some information has actually gone through, but it's wrong, we need to update it. We'll do the same thing, choose a date, choose the children, and then hit the orange update button. And when we do that, orange update button, and just before I get to that, we always recommend updating sessions that actually did attend that week rather than withdrawing sessions and resubmitting. And the reason we say that is just because the update replaces it. It's a little bit more clean on the CCS side of things. So if the child did submit but the data's wrong, just hit the update button, okay? And what happens is when you come back up here to view the session, you'll have one which is in red, and this time the status will be replaced, and then you'll have one which is in white, and I think it's processed or received or whatever the default status is. While we're on that page, sorry, while we're on the session report, to turn on auto, just flick this toggle on. That's it. It's as simple as it is. Just make sure that while it's on auto, yes, you don't have to physically go in and click these buttons and submit it. You still need to be on top of the warnings, and you still need to be on top of the children being submitted and not submitted every week. Okay, so that's how you turn it on. So I always recommend on Friday just make sure it's still on, so that at 10 p.m. when it comes time to submit everyone's sessions, yours is still ticked on. Okay.